Welcome everyone to a special edition of Flag Your Week. I'm your main anchor and I'm so excited to be here back with you for another episode of Flag Your Week. Joining me today is my amazing co-anchor Faith. How are you doing today, Faith?
I'm fine.
You don't look fine, like you look like life is going through you.
Maybe.
Like the weight of Nigeria is on your head.
And then all of us will catch our own strikes.
So like I said, this episode is a special edition. We're just flagging our week. Is it this week we're flagging
the whole month.
everything we have been keeping everything because it's a lot. Let's start. I feel like we should start with the one topic I have been complaining to you about, which is the level of femicide that happens in the world. So many people call it a gender war, but only one part of the gender keeps getting raped, killed, harassed. We're not even safe in our own homes. Let's give the example that happened on Wednesday this week. The 15-year-old girl that was murdered in the UK by a 17-year-old boy.
That story is kinda like this because she died instead of her friend. Let me put it like that.
She was protecting her friend.
Yes, she wasn't the person that this 17-year-old boy wanted to propose to or wanted back, because the story said he's the ex-boyfriend to the other lady.
But
And
we need
she
to.
rejected his
When I saw that
plans.
story, my mind was, what does a 17-year-old boy know about? First of all, that was a premeditated killing because he carried flowers and that cutlass or machete because in his mind he said if she doesn't accept the flowers, she deserves to die. So that is someone I pray gets trials as an adult. I'm not even joking. Because what kind of wickedness is that? A 17-year-old boy, you've thrown your life away.
He's 1 year to adulthood.
We need to start asking ourselves these questions. Why is it that in the space of just 1 month, we've seen how many numbers of femicide? That's the UK. Just when this week, a CEO, a tech CEO, was murdered in our home in Baltimore by a sex offender. A sex offender that pleaded guilty. He got 30 years, only served 6. He got into our home and killed a promising woman that was on Forbes 30 under 30. Raped and murdered her. That is the UK. Just last week we spoke about, all over social media we're talking about Oster that was murdered in Nigeria, Lagos, by her boyfriend of 2 years. This is all femicide. I have given you UK, US, Nigeria. Just last week too, a South African woman was hit by a brick on this side of her face.
That one, the video
She had to do proper surgery. They had to remove her damaged eyes to put prosthetic eyes. That woman's life is changed forever. Let's start having, there's just so many issues. It feels like we're not even safe anymore. Even from our boyfriends.
Because for the South African woman, when I saw her making the video, this man just hit her. Everybody was just going about their business, trying to shift the way.
And the funny thing about this gender war is we have so many men that are pushing this insult culture because they feel a woman cannot tell me no. That is the simple way we see it. That is literally how it's spelled out. You have no right to say no because I am more than you. I am a man. You can't tell me no. Let me give you an example. I have so many examples. 2 weeks ago, a woman in Delta State was beaten by her ex to the point she was bleeding. This man said, this man is married. He was married. He was in a relationship with this woman. She found out he was married and cut off the relationship. Now this man, she sells gas. So this man placed a delivery of this gas to get her out. This man beat her. He beat her to the point where he said, if I can't marry you or if I can't have you, no one else can. These are femicide we need to stop saying it is bad people. It is men that keep doing this to women, or men that keep saying, now we need to start saying the way it is. It is not a gender war, it is femicide. It is women that are the victims every day. It feels like it's everyday, Faith. We talk about one woman that is being beaten, one woman that is getting killed in various parts of the world. It doesn't end. I've given you UK and the US that we can say, oh, their society is better, but it's not even better.
Okay, from most of these stories, I won't say all, from most of these stories, we can see that it's the violence happened because of rejection. So I think we need to come to a place where we begin to educate the boy child from small. Educate them from
like
small how to because rejection comes
like
at every stage of
put
life.
So much energy into raising the girl child. Having a boy child. No, we all heard the nonsense growing up. Raising a girl child is not difficult. Is more difficult. But let's actually call a spade a spade. Even men are afraid of men. It is fact. As a woman, I'm afraid to go out at a certain time in my house. My brother is also scared to go out at that time. Who is he scared of? I'm scared of a man is scared of a man. It feels like we failed the boy child. We failed them completely. Every day we are always hearing new. I'm not joking. Every day we hear new stories of gun violence in the US. If you go and check the percentage of men and women that are killing, it is men. That is it. That's how I see it. So when I find it very disgusting when people say gender war, it is not a gender war when it's only one side that is literally in pains and is always crying. And at this point on Twitter, when I see a new case, I'll be like, is it every day? Is it every day? And I think what even makes it so disgusting is men do not hold other men accountable. Because we see women and they will not put it under women hate women. I'm sorry, just because you're a woman, if I see you doing wrong, I will call you out on your thing. But men do not do that. We have situations where, let me tell you, it is quite frankly where we have so many people that are rapists, sex offenders that still have friends.
So what are those friends doing?
They know. They know. Every woman's issue becomes a cautionary tale. It is always women should do this, women should do that.
Let's learn from this.
The girl that was killed, that went for a job interview in Akwa Ibom, that girl did everything right. I wouldn't have done anything different from her. She told her family, her friends, she sent her location, and she was still killed, raped and killed. Nigerians still made it a cautionary tale. That girl did everything right.
Yes. I saw the part where this message of that girl was being forwarded, and be careful where you go, girls be extra cautious, rest of that. And in my head I'm saying, why is this message not forwarded to the other gender, saying you guys shouldn't do this, you guys should do that? You know, there are times when even our parents would just send us all this broadcast message, okay, this girl went here and this happened to her, this girl went there. Okay, so where is the point where you get to educate the others that harming people is wrong? These girls can actually go to these places and feel safe. You see me, I don't feel safe being outside my house after 7, even 6:30, as long as I'm not with my family members that are taking me back home. Because I've had my own experience of one chance. They were all male in the car. I still get goosebumps. I talked about it yesterday, and right now I still making me try to want to cry. I get goosebumps. They were all male in that car. Sometimes when I see people saying videos online, they will say, okay, I have to be safe when you enter a cab. They say sit at the side. That side they say sit at. That's the side I sat at that I was attacked. When I see those kind of videos, I start shaking and I swipe immediately. People will say, I can't go out. Where am I going to? When that thing happened that week, I was unsafe around certain kind of guys with that structure that have those kind of voices as those people. When I hear it, I shake. Sometimes if I'm around a place where I see too many guys with those structures, I start shaking because it reminds me of these people. So where do we get to that point where a girl child or myself, I can go out and say, okay, fine, I'm safe? You keep using us as point of example. Where do these people always get their own examples?
It is never train the boy child well. It is always, how do we tell our girls to be safe? You can never be safe because these people you're not training them better. To be very honest, because So many. At one point, does a 17-year-old boy know a girl cannot say no to me? What were his parents doing?
I think this is where we have to come
At
in
this
and
point,
say,
his father is missing in his life, because this is why I say that fathers are very important, because you see a lot of boy child saying a lot of things about emotions. No, it is not even right. And the funny thing about this boy child is we have so many men that push toxic masculinity, and unfortunately women are also the bare fact of toxic masculinity. Men should not cry, men should not wear pink, ridiculous things, absolutely ridiculous. And I'm done. Like, I'm actually so emotional, and I don't want to talk about this thing again.
I think okay. One thing we do on this show is we say when we talk about problems, at least we try to provide solutions. So I would say in every aspect, let's start from our home. We've said this one time in one episode. We should try to start training everybody. Train them. Train your girl child the same way you train your boy child. Train your boy child the same way you train your girl child. Train them how to have an environment around them that people can be safe. They should be safe. It's not just you being safe for yourself. Like, the environment around you, create it for that your neighbor can be safe too.
Train your children right. Don't train them based on gender or gender roles. Please do not do that, because I feel like gender roles are part of one of the major issues where we keep having gender-based violence increasing. That's all I'm going to say.
We'll talk more on to Dislike Your Week after the break.
Our special episode of Flag Your Week, and we're still flagging our week with all the things that have happened throughout the month of September. So Faye, tell me, because I flagged my week, you need to flag your week. What's disturbing you? so that you're laughing. What's happening?
Because it's funny now. It's funny. Nigerian passport is among the top 20
worst to hold.
The English was hard to say. Right, it was to hold passports, and then I'm thinking, why? So that if I go out with my Nigerian passport, does that mean I will get discriminated? Does that mean that I'll get hold up in international airports? Maybe if my luggage is above the maximum, will I get hold up by others are passed because I have green passports? But because I don't understand why Nigerian passport.
It's quite ridiculous, because your
ranking.
passport is the first thing people see about you once you leave your country. It's the first mode that speaks. I hate speaking about Nigerian passport holding, because again, it's something that can easily be changed. We just do not have a serious government. I see it all the time. They're not serious. We have a whole dedicated ministry called Foreign Affairs. What are they doing? I went to check their website today. See their foreign policy. It felt like a joke. I'm not even joking. Like, they copied and pasted it from a website. I don't even know what was going on. We have embassies in major cities all over the world. Do you know that? God, I beg. Major cities, we have ambassadors and diplomats that are getting paid well. What are they doing? What is your job as a diplomat? If you cannot do diplomatic relations with other countries, that is literally your job. I went to do my research on how to become a diplomat, on how to the foreign affairs school. It is not even easily accessible to everyday Nigerians. Again, I'll ask the Nigerian government, what are they doing? What is the Minister of Foreign Affairs doing? You've gotten to a point where our passport is 20 worst in the world. That is a shame. As in, what a pity. What a pity. African giant, the biggest economy in Africa, top worst in the world. Do you know what that means? Top 20, bottom, we're bottom barrel country.
Bottom barrel country. Don't worry, we'll get better soon.
See, we need to be serious. We really need to be serious. And the funny thing about the passport is, wherever you are, your passport will follow you. If you're in Nigeria, if you're abroad, it will follow you. You cannot run away from your passport.
Actually, how do you want to go there without the passport?
How will you go anywhere without passport?
Without the passport is more like our identity.
See,
So-
we really need to be. And the funny thing about it feels like we say all the time. A lot of Nigerians complain about various sectors of the government not working. Foreign Affairs, Ministry of Foreign Affairs. You people are not working. Because, to be very honest, that's how you know a country that is working. How strong is your passport? What are your diplomat ambassadors doing? What are they really doing?
Abuja is turning into a trekking city now. I thought it was only Lagos is trek. See, this week I trekked twice. You know why they say all
This
the
week-
injury because it's all injury. I'm serious.
Sorry, this is
Because if you say when they not come plenty like that around and when you are not staying around the roundabout or a
I feel like
junction.
it's funny, but it's
They
not
will not-
funny.
It's not because you will not even see. You will not see any keke. Okay, if bike is down, okay, you understand. You will not see keke. Keke will not start telling you they're not going your way, they're going another way, or they.
They
See,
also don't forget the price of
I was-
phones, the price of phones, and
Ah.
making things easier. So
See.
people are not even on the road anymore.
See, forget. I was frustrated on
The
Tuesday
new policies of Nigeria
because the
make
rain was still
everybody's,
even drizzling when we
healthy.
left the office.
Healthy.
So I was there looking for bike, no keke. Like if you see plenty of people were just trekking towards my estate. But like no, this road is too far.
You people will be healthy, no
It
worry.
was-
you people
ah.
will be fit. Nigerian government will make you people fit.
Maybe back then.
I even heard Lagos is even the worst now. Lagos is not a trekkable city. By the time at the end of 2023, you see now Lagos will be one of the amazing cities for like maybe climate change. We've reduced cars on the road. Wow. What we've not done in how many years?
If I
60
hear,
years.
even though for people are trekking,
The new
Lagos
government has-
traffic is still plenty because I've still seen my friends giving up that traffic is hectic. Like he won't tell you I prefer to come down and come and trek because the time I used to reach my house, spending in traffic is just useless.
I know we all joke in this country and make funny jokes, but we need to be serious because the message on Flag Your Week is still the same. We need to do better. Making Nigeria great isn't just for a select few. Everybody has to do their part to make Nigeria better. Change starts from you. We say it all the time. And we hope our message, even if it's to change a couple of people, that's enough for us. Again, we're thanking our viewers for sticking with us every week. We want to thank you guys for showing up. And we can't wait to see you guys next week. Bye-bye.
Bye.